in the Supreme Court's majority opinion for TMT, on page 52, there's a footnote, and it refers to the full funding of the project. And the members had received TIO's response to some questions that we have asked, but the Supreme Court had highly encouraged or suggested that the chair invoke Special Condition 43 to, and I guess I can read it here, ensure that the areas used by TMT will be restored to natural states at no cost to the state, whether through requiring an appropriate performance bond or through imposing funding and or other requirements. So one of the concerns of the Supreme Court was that the 30-meter telescope project does not have full funding for the project. And in other agencies and other major projects, agencies have required full funding prior to starting construction to ensure that the project is built to completion. And once you start construction, it's not left in a partially built state. And that's part of the majority opinion, that you have the discretion to do that. Is that something that you're considering?
Probably Stephanie would be better to.
Yeah, sure.
Please state your name.
Stephanie Nagata, I'm the director of the Office of Mauna Kea Management with the University of Hawaii. The TMT is obligated to the decommissioning plan. So if they should stop construction, as you mentioned, they are obligated to decommission their whatever they put up. They also have some conditions in their sublease agreements which obligates them to make sure that they decommission the facilities, whatever is constructed.
I would encourage you to go back and look at the Supreme Court's majority opinion and the footnote. It's on the bottom of page 52.
So just to follow up on the decommissioning, is the budget, I saw something in the TIO answer that they want to put $1 million a year, I think, as a building fund to be able to decommission or to deal with things in the future. Will there be sufficient funds in the kitty in 2033 or 31 or whenever we get towards the end, should the lease not be extended, should that happen, will there be sufficient funds in that year to decommission if the lease should then terminate?
Well, I don't know if there will be sufficient funds, however, built just based on the contributions that they're going to make annually. But the TMT is obligated, pursuant to the decommissioning plan, as well as their sublease, to remove the facilities and to restore the site, whether they do it at the end of their useful life or if it's going to be prior to the end of their useful life, at their cost and not to the university's cost.
And if they go bankrupt? I mean, is there a bond or the funding for it? I mean, how is it guaranteed rather than, you know, their good faith?
Other than their commitment to, under their sublease, a sublease agreement, they would be obligated, and whether it's through whatever financial mechanisms they have on their own.
Okay, I guess if we could get clarity on the amount of monies that would be put in. Because I read, but it seemed a little ambiguous to me as to the amount of monies and how that would be. So I thought I saw something like $17 million to decommission. In 17 years, that'd be fine, but 2033 will come quicker than 17 years. And, you know, does that leave the state then to decommission if it comes to that?
So that's actually a question that probably would need to be addressed with TMT.
Okay, thank you.
It's kind of, for me, it's my personal, nobody else's. I just feel kind of sad. We're asking these questions for TMT, and we're talking about good faith. And how can we have good faith that they are going to decommission and not cost the taxpayers money? They can't even be here. You know what I mean? They had more than enough notice to be here. Now they're not here. We're asking questions, and then it's easy just to defer to TMT, and they're not here, blah, 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 whatever the situation is. So to me, I mean, I'm kind of new at this, but to me, this is the problem. Now we're going to be here, and when the time comes around, they don't want the money. It's like how the senator said, they're bankrupt, and then they're going to cost the taxpayers money. We need a guarantee. What kind of guarantee they can give us? Because if they're going to go on this contract, they want a guarantee lease. If they want a guarantee lease, then we want a guarantee bond that when they leave, they're going to leave the land how it was when they came, better than what they had made when they come apart. So that's just my opinion. You know, like I said, I'm just new to this. It's just kind of confusing because We have all of this money going around, but then we kind of give them exactly if they're actually going to be here at the end. You see what I'm saying? They're going to take, hit, and run, and then we're going to be stuck with the thing. So I think we should do better in getting things done for our people and the use of that mountain. That's my opinion. Thank you.